How you doing there, boys and girls? Major Music here. You know me. I like to be in my own little world, making my own little tunes, practicing my cool moves. Hey, but guess what? Got a pretty cool story today. When you see me, you know what time it is. It's story time. So, this month, we're going to be talking and learning about God's omnipotence. Yeah, that's what it is. Omnipotence. Can you say that? Say it 3 times fast. Cool. So, God is omnipotent. That means he's all powerful. Yeah, that's exactly what it means. There are some things that only God can do. You know what those things are called? They're called miracles. Yeah. In today's lesson, we're going to learn about one of those miracles, okay? So, Jesus had been teaching and healing for days. That's a long time. Yeah. And he and his disciples needed some rest. So, they got into a boat and they sailed to a quiet place. Yeah. So, a lot of people saw Jesus and his friends, they saw him leave. So, they went to a place where Jesus might be coming ashore. Isn't that crazy? They saw him leave, so they thought they'd get to where they thought he was going. Some of the people came to be healed, and others came to hear him teach. And of course, because Jesus wanted to help them, he taught them about God and healed people who were sick. Wow, that's pretty cool, Jesus. Even though he was tired, that's what he did. So late in the evening, Jesus knew the people were hungry. You know, as it gets all day, you get a little hungry, right? So he told his disciples to feed the people. With what? That's what they asked. We'd have to work for a month to earn enough to buy food for all these people, dude. Jesus said, chill, okay? Go and see how many loaves of bread you can find among the people. They found a little boy who had 2 fish, yep, say 2, yep, and 5 loaves of bread for his lunch. And he gave it to Jesus. So, Jesus told his helpers, tell everyone to sit down on the grass, all right? How many of you know when it's time to eat, you got to sit down first, right? So he told them to sit on the grass, and they all sat down, and there were more than 5,000 people. Wow, that's a lot of people. How can you feed 5,000 people with a little boy's lunch? Wow, that's a lot of people. Well, Jesus decided to take 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and he looked up to heaven, and he blessed the food, and he began to break it into pieces. That's what he did. How many of you guys say grace over your food? And guess what he did? He took it and he gave it to the people after he broke it. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to break us up some bread. All right? And there was enough food not only for everybody who was there, but guess what? There were 12 of these. 12 whole baskets left of food. All right? So Jesus did an amazing thing that day with only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. So, you may be asking, how can you feed that many people with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread? Well, I have a little demonstration I want to share with you that may help you understand that things are impossible with people, but they are definitely possible with God. So, for this one, you're going to need 2 simple things. You're going to need a pair of scissors and a piece of paper. That's all you're going to need, all right? So, I have a question for you. How many corners does this piece of paper have? Well, let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's how many they have. So, this paper has 4 corners. What if I want to give you a corner? Huh? So, help me out here, scissors. Here's the corner that I want to give you. There's your corner, okay? this paper had 4 corners. So now that I give you a corner, here's your corner. I want to know how many corners does a piece of paper have now? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. I have 5 corners. How in the world do I have 5 corners when I had 4 to start with? I cut a corner off of the paper and I gave it to you, so that would mean I should have 3, right? Well, that math only works with man. What do you do? And what do you think will happen if I cut another corner off of this piece of paper? Let's see. Oh, buddy. Maybe one of your friends wants a corner. Here you go, friend. There's your corner. All right? So now I have cut away 2 corners. All right? So how many corners do you think I have? Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow! So wait a minute. We started off with 4 corners. We cut off 1 corner. That should have left us with 3. And then we cut off 2 corners. That should have left us with 2. But instead, we now have 6 corners. See, the more times that Jesus divided the bread and the fish, the more he had to give away. And the people had more than enough. Jesus took a boy's lunch, 2 fish, 5 loaves of bread, and blessed over 5,000 people with it. And he can do the same thing with us. He can take what we have and bless others with it. He is omnipotent, all-powerful little dudes. So, and he's the only one who is powerful enough to do miracles. All right? So, now, before we go, I want to give you the opportunity to make Jesus your forever friend. And we can do that by repeating the ABCs of salvation. So, if you're ready, close your eyes. Come on, close your eyes. Yeah, that's it. Bow your head. Yep. And repeat after me. God, we, A, admit that we are sinners. B, believe that Jesus died on the cross for our sins. And C, choose Jesus to be our forever friend and confess he is Lord. Yeah, so cool. And just like that, you're a part of the family. The angels are rejoicing, and we are so happy for you. Now, if you said this prayer for the very first time, let your leader know in class, or if you're online, send us an email to sft@crcglobal.org, and we will answer you and get you some materials to help you grow in your relationship with God. Until then, see you next time. Bye, boys and girls.